everyone. Hi. It's Kirsten from Kierstenredresale. Sorry about this weird setup. I am here to, what am I here doing? I don't even know. I had purchased a very large sterling, mostly, quote unquote, mostly sterling jewelry lot. And I wanted to show it to you. But my office is not that big and I don't have enough room to show everything. So this is going to be done in parts. So this is going to be part one. Where's my camera? Oh, my camera's all flipped around. Part one of this big giant jewelry lot. And I want to bring you like the good, the bad, the ugly, because I think it is deceiving. Sometimes people show you all these great things that they've purchased, this and that. And I have to do a lot of these big bundle type things online. And, you don't always get what you pay for. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So I will be brutally honest. As I go, about my experience so far. Now, I just got this in. I have not processed everything yet. So this is just like, it'd probably be, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 parts. I don't really like doing that, but I just don't have enough time in the day to sit here and talk. And you guys don't want to sit here for hours with me, do you? Nah, you don't. So anyway, this is Kirsten from Kierstenredresale. If you've clicked on this video, thank you so much. If you're new here, thanks for being new. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you all. If you would like to, I would love you to be part of my jewelry family. Please press that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and that will let you know when I do upload videos. I do have my live auctions Thursday evenings, which is 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And all that information will be in the description of this lovely video. If you'd like to participate, I just need you to fill out a really quick form. You fill it out, you press send, and you are good to go. Okay, that being said, it's a mess. So I'm just going to start pulling things. So, I've been looking to buy some more bulk. And, I've been watching this lot, watching it, and it was an auction, and it just wasn't going to auction. And so finally I just emailed her and said, hey, would you just do this as a buy it now? And she said yes, and so that's how I got this. So I'm just going to show you some of the things that I got. Now, there were pictures. I did not see everything that was in here because they were not great pictures, and they were stacked on top of each other. You'll learn that you get different experiences with different sellers and buyers. It goes both ways. So this is sterling silver and amber. Now everything I'm showing you has been tested thus far. Okay. So this is just a sweet little piece, little vintage piece. I thought it was cute. And I'm going to go kind of quickly because there's a lot here. So I don't want to bore you all. I like this piece a lot. I really, and particularly like the chain, a little sterling paperclip chain. And I think this is, what is this? Azurite, the malachite and lapis mixed together. Sorry, my camera is set up differently and the viewfinder is elsewhere. So anyway, so I thought that was really pretty. Now remember, this is, bulk buying, so you don't know exactly what you're going to get. Sterling chain, but look at this. I love this pendant. Cinnabar. I'm not sure. I have to look into it more to make sure it is, genuine cinnabar. It might not be. I do not know. I did not see maker marks, but I haven't really inspected. I do not believe that this is Sagen, though. Sagen does make very similar things, but I believe this is just a really cool piece. There we go. Ah, look at this one. This one I loved. So here's the chain. First of all, I love that chain, that kind of wheat looking chain. Look how pretty. So we've got, obviously lab opal, but it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Sorry about the light. I'm just going to say sorry throughout this whole video. This is a little out of my comfort zone on how I film. I'm kind of out of sorts. So really pretty though. And if the lighting was better, you would see actually the gorgeousness of it. So this was a really pretty piece. Oh, and this one, I don't know if this is, well, it's sterling silver. Chain has a little bit of a wonk to it. When there is a wonk, I will either not sell it or I'll let you know there's a wonk. You know what I mean? But look at the pendant. I'm not sure on this stone. So if somebody knows, if you want to let me know, that would be great. I mean, I'll do research. But sometimes you guys are so smart and know these things off the top of your head. So if you do know, if you could let me know, that would be great. I really like it. Now, obviously, none of this has been cleaned up. This has a really nice big bail, so that can also go on a thicker chain or a torque as well. Okay, so let's see. I'm just grabbing. I did get some cufflinks. Now, I just grabbed a little bit of assortment. I have tray after tray behind me, so there are more cufflinks, but these were the more fun of the other ones. These are Tasco, I believe. I think they're signed, and we have the geckos. Now, they're not in perfect condition. You can see there's a little bend right there. I can probably repop that bend out. But so if anybody out there was cufflinks, sterling silver, cool gecko vintage cufflinks. Oh, and this I like. This is a little tie tack. It is sterling silver and turquoise. Dirty. But you don't have to wear this as a tie tack. You can wear it as a lapel pin on a hat, on a purse, but it is originally supposed to be a tie tack. But it's a little tack. Put it wherever you'd like. Little Thunderbird. Thunderbird. Very cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. This I love. Now this is old school Tasco. It is sterling silver and turquoise. Very tarnished. This one does have, where's the maker marks? Of course, right now I can't see them, but they are here somewhere. Oh, it's under the pin. I'm not even in frame. Why didn't you guys tell me I wasn't even in frame? It's gross. It's dirty. This one, I don't clean a lot of my silver, but when it's like this, I will clean it up because you're losing the detail and the craftsmanship of this really cool piece. So we have a band marcher. Isn't that a guy or gal, whatever, that marches in bands? Really nice, heavy. I love old Tasco pieces. I think they're very cool. And then look at this sterling piece. I do not know if this is a cello or a violin. I do not believe it's a violin because I don't see anything here to rest your chin on. So I think it's a cello. But the strings are little sterling strings as well. Oh, it is signed. I don't know what it says. It says something sterling. But I do like that. And look at this little gecko, this little marcasite baby. Cute, cute, cute. He's lovely. And he is sterling as well. Well, everything I'm showing you is sterling right now. Because we'll get into other stuff in a minute. Now, these I love. Now, I used to buy this kind of stuff all the time, and I haven't in a long time. So this is the rose gold. Is this the rose gold filled with sterling, or is this just, let me see, I don't even know. There are different companies that make that, and some of them are, gold filled with sterling. No, this just says this is Coral Craft sterling. So I'm assuming this is the rose gold plated on top of the sterling. Hi everyone, I'm there. But a little bit of wear right there, but such a pretty piece. Oh, and there's the signature. Hi. So I thought that was really nice. Look at this baby. Beautiful. This is also sterling, and this has like the tri-gold effect on it. And this one is, who is this? I have no idea. It says Enzel sterling. Does anyone? Oh, I've never seen this one. Enzel, E-N with a huge Z, E-L-L sterling. This one's in very good condition. Nice big size too. Look at that. So pretty. So like 40s looking. I love it. And then this one. And we've all seen these and I love them. I have them laying around the house. Actually, at one point I had them like in little tiny vases, like they're little bouquets. I don't know. You just do what you can when you have a lot of jewelry laying around. And this one is probably someone I've heard of. Let's see. Am I right or wrong? This one is True Art sterling. And it has, oh, it's so cute. The little cartouche is a little painter's palette. Wow, the one I have doesn't have that on there. That's cool. Now, there's a little bit of scratching to the red glass, but the gold vermeil on top of the sterling is in really nice condition. So those are just a few of the brooches. There were more, but I just wanted to gather a little bit of things that came, not everything. Okay, so speaking of some things, now they did tell me not everything in here was jewelry. Okay, I wasn't thrilled by that. But these are gorgeous. These are salt and pepper shakers. These are deco. They are sterling silver. Now, they are weighted. Okay, so what that means is these are actually nice enough to tell you that they're weighted. They don't all say that. So this says sterling, reinforced with cement. So inside, just the base, this whole up here and up here is all pure sterling. But to keep them nice and heavy so they don't just fall over with your salt and pepper, they will weight the base. Sometimes it's with a wax. This is with some sort of jeweler's cement. So this is sterling, a sterling shell, and the bottom part inside of it is where the cement is, just to keep it so they don't fall over. And not all, but most of the time you'll find like serving dishes and this and they have a fluted bottom. A lot of times they will be filled with something. So you know, when they weigh this for gram weight, you're not, you know, you're paying for that cement as well. That's just part of it. And I knew that going into buying this lot, you know, but they're really fabulous. A little bit of beat up, a little here and there, but these are very old and they're just, I think they're absolutely beautiful. So that's something that was not jewelry, but really lovely all the same. And then this piece here, this is Tasco. Sterling silver, like little, what are these, little serving tongs? You know, I don't know. And these are all signed up on the inside. Let's see if I can, probably not. Let's see what it says in here. It does say something. It was hard for me to read, but it says it's Eagle Mark 175. And there is a name, and I can't, AVB, what is it? Oh my gosh. I cannot see if it is a DVS, AVS. I am not sure, but it is, you know, these are a bit older, so it's worn inside, but it's all in there. I personally have never had a Tasco serving piece, so I was excited when I first saw the Eagle Mark. I'm like, oh, but no, it's not Spratling's number. So I was like, is this Spratling? It's not, but still solid sterling silver, pretty flippin' cool, I thought. So I don't know. I was happy with that. Not always happy with serving dishes and whatever in my lots, but that was pretty cool one, I thought. What do you think? Would you be mad about that? At least I did see pictures of it. Okay, so we're just going to get into some bracelets because there are quite a few. Okay, I'm just going to grab some here. So we have a lot of Tasco. So this is Tasco. This is a smaller size, and I love it. I do love a mixed metal. So this is the sterling and the brass. And it's a great little piece. Here, let me stick it on. Wrong arm because I have tons of bracelets. So it's just a great stacker. I love it. Really, for a small wrist though, okay? Really cool piece in great condition. This one is a really good piece. This is a signed Navajo piece, all handmade with the tapered edging. So it's pounded and tapered, so it's very comfortable to wear. It's all signed up. I do not have prices or anything for these pieces. Most likely, some of these will be here this Thursday, but a lot of these will not because I still have to process, do my, you know, due diligence, make sure that I'm getting what I need, but I'm also making sure I'm not overcharging you all, you know, that kind of thing. But this is a really great piece. And if you all know me, you know me, look at me, I stack nonstop. So I love a stacker. And when there's not a stone, it's a little easier for me to make it a little smaller or a little bigger. So, but this is a really thick one. So this was a good one. Thank goodness, I was happy. This one is for a smaller wrist, and this is a older Tasco piece. And I love the shape of it because some people have more round wrists, some people have more flat. I have a flatter type of wrist. So it fits really nice with other bracelets, and then it just will hug really well here. So this is not misshapen. This is how it's supposed to be. So flat with the curves there. Really good, solid, heavy piece. I was very happy with that one too. Yay. And this is just awesome. Tasco, hand forged, thicker, wider cuff, pretty malleable. I'd say this would be easier to go smaller than big. You don't want to, when it's a little bit of a thinner sterling like this, if you stress it out, you will start seeing stress cracks on the inside. You'll see that a lot with like Fred Harvey error looking cuffs because people open and close, and it's a thinner sterling, and you'll see little tiny cracks sometimes. And it happens, but let's try not to have it happen, especially when it's not like a super old piece. So this is in very, very good condition. Nice piece. I really like this one. Light, so it's easy to wear as well. Okay, so I'll just show what I have here. Here's another cuff. Yes, there's a lot of cuffs. Hey, you know, I love cuffs. Cuffs are just a good staple. This is this Tasco? I'm assuming, well, I don't want to assume anything, but yeah, this is a Tasco. It is a signed one. Yep. This is a newer one. So this is much older. This is probably like from the 50s, 60s. And this is like, to me, this looks, I'd have to look up the numbers and stuff, but this looks very, 90s. You know what I'm saying? So difference in everything. Now, this is not any of the above. This is just a beautiful Italian bracelet. It is a clamper. Too big for me, but it is beautiful. And it is in, thank goodness, very good condition. Sometimes these kind of things, they'll have all sorts of like, little dents and holes and cracks. But no, this is really, really no anything. Maybe some scratching because it is an older piece, but really great condition. And I love This is electroform, and it's just so easy to wear. It's lightweight, but it gives this really big, giant look. It's a good piece. Lovely piece. And then for everyone who loves amethyst, including me, we've got this little guy. This is a smaller size. Just a sweet little bracelet. Yay. Okay, so that's those there. We'll move in. Oh, I'm only going to show one ring. I don't even know where I put the earrings. Look at this. This is a signed Navajo piece. Look at that malachite. This is a large, God, I don't know what size it is. It's big. It's a big size. Big ring. Look at that. Absolutely stunning, though. Yeah, it is signed. It has the artist's name on it. Chunka. What size? Where's my mandrel? I'm just curious because, you know, why not? I'm curious. How big is this? This is a size 8.5. Beautiful. I love the bullseye. Malachite. Very pretty. Okay, let's see. We'll go to some of these necklaces. Remember, this is only like a small part of this haul. So big, thick, heavy sterling chain, rope chain. And then I love these. These are the little Mexican, some of them are Tasco, the little balls that open up and you can, this one is Tasco, you know, a little picture holder. This one has a lot. Wow, look at that. I love it. They're just a cool thing to have. I really like them. Big bail. I've had bigger ones. This is, I would consider a smaller one. This is how it came to me. Obviously, I might not keep it on this big, heavy, thick chain because it'll just make this a much more expensive piece, to be honest with you. Because, you know, when I buy things by grams, I have to at least go by that, and then I can take it from there, you know. So this will probably, I don't know if I'll sell it together. Probably not. I think this chain might be too big for this piece, in my opinion. But who knows? Anyway, it's just a cool thing. I really like both of them. And then this is lovely. I love it. Little puff heart locket. I didn't even open this. Let's see. I hope it opens. Yeah, it does. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a nice deep one. So you can put pictures, or you can, your little ibuprofen or your levothyroxine or what. I don't know. Don't ask me. Something else. Who knows? It's a little stash puffy heart. Very sweet. I like it. It's in very good condition. Quite heavy, which is, I don't know. Just in a simple little chain. Okay. We have a sterling twisty, or I don't know what these chains are called. I call it a semi-twisty. That's not the actual term. I know. And just a really pretty pendant. Just sterling silver and turquoise. It is turquoise, not enamel. Sometimes these looking like this type of thing. Wow. English are enamel, but this one's actually turquoise. Pretty. It's very Balinesian. I like it. Simple. Okay, oh boy, don't break things, Kirsten. Who is it? This one I loved, and oh yeah, this is Paz, Israel. So this is made in Israel. So we've got a great chain. Look at that. Even the clasp is good. And then it goes down to this, and I think it's so pretty. Very modernist looking, very Israeli looking. You know, I just love this look with the tricolor. So, but instead of it being like the two different color golds, we have the brushed gold. This is gold vermeil on top of sterling. Then we've got the, you know, blackened sterling, and then the more matte shiny. Really great piece. You can see how it's all soldered together. I love seeing artisan pieces like this. There are a few companies that, even though they're a big company, they hire individual silversmiths, artists, to create their pieces. And those pieces, and they are visiting artists. I think that's great because you'll always get a different look because of that. Okay, this was very pretty. So it is just a sterling chain. And it goes down, so it's really pretty, very feminine, little amber necklace. You know, I'm so used to buying these massive, you know, like, so it would be like this, but 100 times the size. But there is something to be said for these just really beautiful, classic, very simple, feminine pieces. There's nothing wrong with that. This is lovely. And a really nice color, honey amber there. Okay, so then we have these. Now, this is not everyone's cup of tea, but it's certainly mine. You know, I've gotten these before when they're not sterling, and so I was so worried that this was not going to be sterling. But this one actually is. Hooray for me. This is sterling silver. There you go. It is Mexican. Just an awesome tribal mask necklace. I do like that. See, I've had one similar, but these were not like that. They were just like green cabochons. These actually have the the little masks all the way up. It is signed down there. Older piece, and I even really like the chain and the clasp. Just a cool thing. And it's also signed up there as well. So I was very happy because that was one thing I was like, oh, if this isn't sterling, that's going to really cause issues in my world. And then this I love. This is also a Tasco piece. Sterling silver and malachite. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I love how, and this one is $9.25. Sometimes they're $9.50, but this one is $9.25. I really love how it articulates. Just a nice, heavy though. It is quite heavy. For a necklace that's not like this massive, huge piece, it does have a lot of weight. It's very well made and completely solid. Beautiful, beautiful necklace. You can see, I guess she was trying to do a little bit of a theme, the person I bought it from. Okay, we're not done yet. Are we still hanging out there? Are we still all okay? This I love. It is a little beat up. Kind of bummed me out, but it is an older piece. So first of all, the chain is just magnificent in my personal opinion. I really dig this chain. I almost wanted to keep it, but I decided not to. Look at this chain. I love it. And then it goes down to this really, really fantastic pendant. And as you can see, the little tip, you know, it's been worn down. This is fluorite. I'm so sorry. This is fluorite. It does glow. I'm trying to get the lighting, which is not great right here. So, you know, someone could easily polish this and buff it down. I'm not going to mess with it. It is much older, and so I don't want to really screw around with it. But, you know, it's not broken. It's very smooth. It's just obviously someone's worn this and really, really loved it. You know, it is a beautiful piece. And it came to me on this chain, so I felt guilty. Oh, the bail's upside down. I was gonna change out the chain, but I said, no, that's not fair. So I'm keeping this incredible chain with this. And along the same lines of fluorite, look at this. Let me unzoom because I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'll just take it off here. Look at this gorgeousness. This is an older piece. This is all fluorite and sterling, all knotted in between, if you can see that. And there is a little bit of, you know, a little bit of a chipping a little bit along some of the edges. You know, I don't know very much about it. You know, I just thought it was gorgeous. Besides the little tiny, I mean, they're all there. None of them's like massively cracked or anything, but there is a little bit of, you know, what we call flea bites on some of them. You can't see it at all, but I do need to point that out to you. Oh, and I don't know, where's my light? Let's see. I don't know. This is the worst bust. I don't know if you'll be able to, but yeah, it glows. I mean, okay. Anyway, just a cool thing. There's that. What else? Oh, I have all of these. Okay. I'm just going to, oh boy, here we go. Okay. So we got 3 different ones of these here. 2 of them are in great condition and one of them is a little beat up. The older one, of course, this one is older, and it does have a boo-boo. It has a little smush here and a smush there. Obviously, the person wore it that way and, you know, hitting it. But it's still, I think they're great. I love these. I own some of these myself. I wear them all together. I stack them. And then we have the 2 other sizes. Now, these are in fantastic. I do not see any boo-boos on them. So, I got these 3 babies there. Love them. And then this is for a larger wrist. This is all sterling. This is very heavy. It's very simple, but there's something very satisfying about this. I don't know. Maybe because it's in 3s and 3 is a lucky number. I don't know. But this is a bigger piece. I think this would probably fit up to an 8. Just very simple. And wear it with your other bracelets. You know what I mean? But it's just a classic. And when I say classic, I don't mean like, you know, traditional little pearl classic, just like very simple that any style can really go with this. So you can wear high designer with this, in my opinion. You can wear gold. You can wear Tasco. You can wear native. Really anything. Just really just blank canvas kind of, you know. I don't know. Very, very interesting piece. I like that. And then we have this. I don't know. I just thought it was pretty. It is abalone and sterling silver. Older piece. I do believe that the clasp was replaced because this does not look like it's the original clasp to it, but I don't know. I don't care. Do you care? I don't know. I don't think, you know, if you're a collector of abalone, maybe you would care. I don't know. But it's really, really lovely. And I do love that it is an older vintage piece. So these are not farm raised abalone. These are from actual old school abalone, and they're just gorgeous. You'll see the difference in the colors the older they are. You'll get the lots of the blues and pinks and everything, which some of the younger abalones you don't get. There we go. But when you get pinks, I see purples here. I don't really see that much pink, but pinks are super desirable. Anyway, I thought it was really pretty. And then one of these, this one's Tasco. And, you know, we've all seen these. We've all had them. But, you know, they're just a really good staple to have. They match everything. This is a smaller cab. I have another one that their cabs are like twice the size. So this is truly like a true like stacker. Not that this one matches, but, you know, you could wear it with multiple small ones. And then this one, which is not Tasco, and I don't know who makes this. I'm not sure, but I've seen this style in the back before, but just a really pretty sterling silver and multi-stone bracelet. Very Southwest looking, right? That is very pretty. This one is amazing. This is a much older piece. This is probably mid-century. Israel. This is from Israel. Just a cool, beautiful panel bracelet. Lightweight. Really pretty. Now, I don't know if this one is sterling or if this one is 900 silver. It looks like it is a 900 silver to me. It tests as sterling, but sometimes, you know, 900 can still test. You know, even 800 can test. It'll stay and then it'll slowly kind of break away. Is that true? That's my, that's what seems to happen with me, but is it always going to be foolproof? No. So don't take that as verbatim. Oh, well, it was there and then it slowly faded. You know, if you don't know, because there's no acid to test for 800 or 900, okay? Usually, in my experience, 900 will still stay. 800 will break apart. But if I don't know, I will take it to a jeweler that knows a heck of a lot more than I do. You know what I mean? So I do believe that this is 900 silver. Really pretty. I really like this one. Look at that stone. It's so glowy. For such a little thing there. Is it open? Oh, yeah, it does have a little hole there. So maybe some light's getting in there. I don't know. Beautiful bracelet. Okay, let me just grab this bar down. It's a little easier that way. Okay, so I will show you these two native pieces. These are really nice. We have a much older sterling silver and the bear claws, little bear paw prints with the turquoise. Looks to be Sleeping Beauty. And I'm going to say I do believe it is Sleeping Beauty because of the age of the piece. Okay. There we go. Lightweight, just a vintage suite. Now, this is the kind I was telling you about that, like, you know, this one's not cracked, but over time, some of these thinner ones from opening and closing it will start to crack in here. So when you do buy them, I bought some not seeing them because they're kind of sometimes so tiny, those little hairline cracks, you don't see them. So that is something to keep an eye out for when you're finding these little vintage beauties, okay? They can be fixed, but it's a pain in the butt popping those stones out to get it soldered. So, okay, this one is fabulous. Look at this. Now, this is, you know, Fred Harvey era looking, okay? So this is not, you know, this is not Fred Harvey. It is not signed as such. It is just has that look to it with the stamping and the arrows. But look at beautiful, beautiful turquoise. Look at that. And this is just simply signed sterling. Because trust me, I checked this one out because I thought it was beautiful. And it's a nice size. Some of these are really small, like half that size. This is a nice sized one. Very substantial. And in remarkable condition, no cracks or anything. And this one is a little bit of a thicker sterling as opposed to this one. But even so, you still have to watch out for that with these, okay? Really, really great piece. And then I'll just grab these really quickly off of here. And like I said, this is just a small assortment. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got this. I like this a lot. I don't know why. Okay, I'm not sure this is Tasco. There's something about this that this comes off. You could switch out the heads of them, which I think is really cool. I have other heads that you might be even be able to put on that have like the blank little plate there that you can get etched and everything. So it's just a cool piece. And look at this one. Now, funny thing, my father who recently passed away, he had one of these. And I sold it to a friend of mine on YouTube. Hi there. Hi, friend. Yeah, anyway, this just made me think of my dad. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to get all sappy. Stop it, Kirsten. Anyway, really cool leather, sterling silver Tasco piece. I believe this might just be Mexican. It might just be Mexican. I'm not sure. Okay. And then look at this. This is just a really sweet bangle. It is older. It is stamped right there. And I don't know. I just like the diamond cut on it. Really pretty. Too big for me, but just a lovely piece. Okay, so real quick, I'm not going to go over all this right now because I'm just going to show you really quick if I can. A lot of flippin' earrings, like a lot. You know, they're all sterling. Some of them are clip-on, some of them aren't. We've got like the old, these are screw back, the little mask dudes. We have some really amazing native pieces. These are clip-ons though. So that's one thing I didn't know how many clip-ons there was going to be. These are signed Tasco Alicia. So these are very desirable higher end Tasco pieces. We have the dream catchers, and these are actually in sterling. So look at these. Oh my God, these are gorgeous. Now I would make an allowance for these. These are old school Native American. They are clip-ons, but you know what? I'd rock these out in a second. Anyway, just a lot of this kind of stuff too. So this is just a small tasting, if you want to call it that, of some of the wonderful things that I was able to get in this bundle. But I did tell you I was going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. I know this has been 30 minutes. So far, I have not even gone through all of it. So far, none of this tests as sterling. And this was all sold to me as sterling. Okay. Now, is some of this lower grade? Maybe. Some of it most certainly is not sterling so flippin' ever. Okay. Magnet stuck to it right away. Scratch it. It was copper. And remember, I bought this stuff per gram. So, you know, we'll see what happens when I let this woman know, you know, she doesn't take returns, blah, blah, blah. But this is going to add up. Sterling is very expensive right now. So, you know, if you're paying, I don't know what everyone's paying, but like, I don't know, between, you know, $1.50 and $2 a gram. And let's say, how much does this weigh? I don't even know. Now, granted, there is a bag in here, but bag doesn't weigh that much. So let me just say, just for an example, right there, that's 176 grams. So times that by whatever, I don't know what I paid, but just whatever, $1.50 or whatever. That's a lot of money, you know? So, and this is just the start. I've not been able to test everything yet. So, you know, I don't know. So she might say to me, Kiersten, fine, if you want to turn it, you need to send the whole lot back. Who knows what's going to happen? I have no idea. So just beware. Not everyone knows what they say, what they're selling. Everyone makes mistakes, but that's a lot of mistakes if you ask me. Oh, and I did forget to show you this. This is gorgeous. Sorry. This is Judith Jack. Absolutely stunning and fantastic condition. I've looked over it. I do not see any missing marcasites whatsoever. Sterling silver, mother of pearl, and marcasites. Judith Jack. Absolutely beautiful. So anyway, that's just part one. So overall, so far, I am happy, okay? I'm not happy about that bag of non-sterling over there, but I haven't spoken to her yet. So, you know, let's see what happens here, but I will let you know. Did you like any of this? There's a lot more to come. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. This is Kiersten from Kierstenredresale. I hope to see you all Thursday. Bye-bye. I'm going to give you all hugs and love. Be well, everyone. Bye.